Welcome back to the show. Paul Amadeus Lane. This is the Tech Zone. Hope you're enjoying the new unveiling of the new logo, the new color scheme. I am so happy to have you with me. If you missed our first segment, we talked about how you can earn a little money on some of those purchases that may have went down in prices. If you missed that, make sure you check out the first segment. You can catch up on all the formats. We unveiled that too last Thursday. YouTube, TuneIn, you name it, all the formats. And yeah, just go to the website, paulamadeouslane.com, and you can definitely check it out. I want to talk to you for a minute about live video streaming. Everybody's doing it, right? Facebook Live, YouTube now has the live feature where ones can go broadcast live at any moment, anywhere, anytime. And that no doubt has some great benefits to it. People can catch up on a lot of things happening, breaking news, and so forth. But sometimes, though, the video quality gets kind of, as we say, suspect. I don't mind it. When I was at CES doing some Facebook Live on my Samsung Galaxy S7, and even though technology has grown in such that you can do this on your camera, and it's pretty powerful. But what happens when stuff gets kind of grainy and all that other good stuff? And I'm so happy to have with me one of my, I consider her a great friend. She and I have known each other for a little over a year. We had her on at CES. We had a great time. Just a wonderful person. We're talking about Claudia Barbiero. She is the VP of Marketing for the Americas for LiveU. And Claudia, my friend, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great today, Paul. Really look forward to being here with you yet again.
No, it's my pleasure. And the reason why I wanted to have you on again is because the expansion that you guys are doing at in Canada now. Not only that, but South by Southwest is coming up. NAB is coming up. So what are you guys going to be doing to get ready for all that, especially when it comes to the live viewing, streaming content out there? What are you guys up to?
Well, it's interesting because online streaming has just completely exploded. Everyone in the last year has all said it's all about online. Definitely now it's all about online streaming to different social media platforms. So in a couple weeks, no, not a couple weeks, in like a couple days, we'll be heading out to South by Southwest. And I'm actually looking forward to spending time with one of our customers who'll be supporting Mashable, who's actually going to be doing a live broadcast straight to Twitter during the course of South by Southwest. We've got some other customers that are going to be doing some VR or 360-degree live streaming as well, so that the at-home audience gets to sort of pan and zoom and see all the craziness that happens in and around Austin. For us, it's really just about making sure that our customers understand and might know some of the challenges that could take place at an environment like South by Southwest, meaning there will be a lot of people there with their cell phones on. So that can actually congest networks. So having our equipment there with the multiple cellular connections and Wi-Fi means that they'll be able to ensure a strong connection out and a really good quality live stream, whether it's to Facebook Live, whether it's to Twitter, whether it's to their website or any other online outlet. Some of the other cool things that are happening too for us is, we work really hard on making streaming to online platforms really easy. And we do that through our portal. And some new enhancements have just come out with streaming to Facebook Live, for example, so that people now from that one interface can actually tag people, use branded content, add geolocation, all of those cool things that allow for a more robust post, especially while you're on the fly, can be done straight through one place. So it's really just needs to be a camera, a solo, and maybe your phone in order to start and stop that stream and set up that Facebook post, as opposed to needing to lug around a computer and set up a specific event. So I'm really excited to see how people will be able to do much more run and gun type live streaming to reach their audiences back home.
Absolutely. And Claudia, I got a sneak peek yesterday with the superstar in your tech department, Chris. Chris
I'll
walked me
tell them.
through,
Yes.
and I'm telling you, this platform is amazing, and the multiple platforms. And you brought up a good point about the cell phones, because let's face it, everybody takes out their cell phone, do a Facebook Live, and Claudia even gave me some constructive criticism at CES because I shot some video on my Facebook Live. She was like, "Hey, where's the solo unit? You better use that because it comes out more robust." And the integration that you guys have, especially with the LiveU solo unit. Explain again how that cuts through all the cell phone interference that
Sure.
may happen with that. Explain that again one more time, because I want to make sure our audience out there really comprehends that, because I think it's a very important point in the integration that you
Sure.
guys have.
Sure. So, well, what you did, streaming from your cell phone, meant that you were, let's say, limited to the quality of the camera on your phone, which these days is pretty good, let's be honest. But there can be a lot of sound issues, and maybe the lighting's not that great. But then you're also limited by the connection and how you can stream that to your Facebook Live page, for example. So if you're using just one cellular connection or just Wi-Fi, you run the risk of that dropping in and out, the dreaded buffering or pixelization when someone's watching your live stream. Now, everybody can do that very easily, but when you look at wanting to differentiate your content, it is time to sort of step it up a little bit more and use a higher quality camera where you can add a microphone or get better lighting. So what Solo does is attaches to that camera. So it allows you to use, let's say, more professional equipment if you want to. And then it bonds multiple cellular connections together. So in the Solo unit, you can bond 2 additional cellular networks plus Wi-Fi if you're on the go. If you're not moving around, you can also add Ethernet. And what that does is it doesn't just pick and choose which signal to use. It actually bonds them all together to create one big fat link, is what we call it, so that the video, as it's streaming to whatever destination you want, will dynamically adapt to the bandwidth. So you don't run into that risk of the stream freezing up or buffering or getting all the little pixelizations and looking all fuzzy. Anything that might tune your audience out and switch to someone else's live stream.
Yes. That is so true. Hint,
Yeah.
right, Claudia? Hint,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so that's amazing. Just the technology and the integration that goes in this. We talked about South by Southwest,
Yeah.
but also NAB too. What kind of a presence are you guys going to have there? Because everywhere you guys go, you guys have a nice presence, nice support. What are you guys going to do at NAB?
So that is our big trade show, and that's where we'll be showcasing all of our latest and greatest technology for the broadcast community and any online content creator as well. So there we'll actually be showing our latest and greatest versions of all of our what we call our backpacks, including our latest LU600, which also has 4K HEVC capabilities. And that's really the high-end creme de la creme unit. We'll also have some new feature sets that go all the way down the line that are accessible by even prosumer level online streamers. During the course of that show, we participate with a lot of other partners, including camera manufacturers and other people that we integrate with, such as some of the online video providers. One of the interesting things we'll be doing, both from South by and from NAB, is we're going to try to do some of our own live broadcasting, basically share with our audience at home, some of the LiveU fans who love to see what our customers do. We're actually going to bring some content from behind the scenes to ourselves. So I will actually be at South by Southwest trying my best. I'm not an on-air host like you are, so I'm not a professional at this.
No, you do
but
great.
I'm going to try to do some good Facebook Lives. And I'm actually going to share some of the camera equipment and the tools that I'm bringing with me as well, because I am not an expert. We've got a lot of great broadcasting technology people here at LiveU, but I thought it would be really helpful to show people at home, here's what an average user might want to investigate for their own toolkit, because I'll be on my own doing this broadcast.
Wow.
At NAB, we will have an actual studio on our booth where we will be doing live interviews and some guest panels of both our customers as well as some partners. So we'll be showing how live streaming technology is being used for drones and some of the unique applications there. We'll be doing some cool 360 live streaming, and we'll actually have people on the panel that will talk about what the ins and outs are, what are some things you need to think about, but also what are some of the cool new use cases? How are broadcasters using this technology? Replacing helicopters, for example, for traffic monitoring and broadcasting. A lot of really cool stuff will go on during NAB that we're going to share through our vehicles as well.
And Claudia, you are an awesome on-air person. We've had you on. I followed you during CES. You doing your thing. I said, look at Claudia right there. I said, I didn't know she had skills like that. So you are definitely there. You know, you can hold your own. I'm telling you, you do great out there.
Thank you. We'll let the audience at home judge, but
absolutely,
I know my place.
No, you do a great job. Now let's talk about the expansion in Canada now, because that was big news. We saw the alerts and everything. So talk about that and what that means out there.
So we have a global presence. We sell our units all over the globe. We've got customers in pretty much every country. But in Canada, we recently expanded our reseller network. And that is so that we could reach not just the Canadian broadcasters, but some of the more unique people. Basically, everyone's a content creator these days. Some of it, one of the part of that announcement was some of the cool stuff we were doing with the Canadian Paralympic team, because they had a lot of great content to share and wanted to do that live, literally from the ski slopes. Exactly. And that's the pack there you see right in the center of your screen with those two little white sticks on it. Those are actually the two external modems. And the reason why I point that out is it was, I believe, -6 degrees Fahrenheit during the course of this competition, which can wreak havoc with any type of electronic equipment. And luckily, everything performed well. Our units are rated with extreme ranges of temperatures because people need to bring them to extreme places in the globe. But sometimes some of the other components don't necessarily work. So we're really happy that the cell modems, which are provided by the carriers there, didn't freeze up. And they were really relieved that their cameras still operated. But this is just another example of how it's not just the traditional television stations that really have the opportunity to bring news or human interest or just general entertainment information to audiences at home. It really is the organizations themselves, because they really have great behind the scenes access. So it's by being able to support teams like that are really sharing a wonderful, amazing feat that some of these athletes are doing in real time, to even what we've done with the Humane Society, where they've taken our units to Korea to do some live streaming of dog rescue from some of the meat trade there. It's amazing what that awareness and being able to share that in real time with audiences can do for a cause. And so that's what we're really excited about. And so we love the fact that we're getting into different countries. We even had a customer do a live stream from the Antarctic last month.
Wow.
To their Facebook page. It's kind of wild what's possible these days.
That is amazing. And Claudia, if we look at this picture again from the Paralympic Games in Canada, looking at the cameras right there, they're not the big, backbreaking cameras no more. And the way the innovation is now, you can get smaller devices. You can get that can shoot better than some of the big high quality cameras. I know we have a 4K professional camcorder, and that one right there shoots better than some of the major equipments that I've shot on in the past. And I'm like, technology now gives us the opportunities that everyone can be a part of it. And you brought up a very good point about going behind the scenes and the footage, because sometimes as news organizations, as reporters, sometimes we don't get that good content behind the scenes that ones want to see. And I think this is amazing to let everybody get involved with this.
Yeah, I mean, it is just a simple DSLR or regular consumer grade camera. There are some tips and tricks. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to try to share what my toolkit is for South by Southwest, because I am an average person, and I think it's good to share how an average person is going to try to get some broadcast quality streams out. And those types of tips and tricks are important. And that's where the professional vloggers that are out there that analyze all the camera equipment is super, super important. But it doesn't mean you have to spend a fortune. And that's the whole message of why we bring the same level of technology that's in our broadcast equipment into these smaller, more affordable form factors that are much, much easier to use. Because we believe everybody should be able to get out there and everybody should be able to do a great live stream.
Well said. Well said. Claudia, before we let you go, how can ones get more information about LiveU, follow what you guys are doing out there, how can they do that?
Well, definitely go to our Facebook page. It's at LiveU.fans. That's where we'll be sharing some of these live streams that I'm going to try to do. But definitely for information about different ways to live stream our solo product that we've spent a lot of time talking about, simply visit gosolo.tv. And there's a lot of great use cases, some of the stuff that we've talked about here, what other customers are doing. Hopefully that will even just inspire people to maybe get out there and start doing some more streaming.
Awesome. Claudia, as always, a pleasure to catch up with you. You're the hardest working woman in the tech business here everywhere. Keep up the great work, and we love catching back up with you after NAB, after South by Southwest. We'll catch up and see what else is going on, okay?
Yeah, I can't wait to see you again in person and to see what you're going to be doing with some live streaming soon, too.
Yes, thank you so much, and that's why I want to let our listeners and viewers know. Claudia and them have been so gracious to partner with me when I do some live reporting out there with the live solo unit. So thanks to the Claudia and the team out there. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of the LiveU experience, Claudia.
Thank you, Paul.
We thank the beautiful Claudia Barbiero from LiveU. She's an amazing person. Enjoy talking to her. Enjoy seeing her in person. She is just awesome. And if you want to kick up your live streaming to the next level, give the folks at LiveU a call. And don't forget to follow me. And when I'm on location, I'll be using their unit, the solo unit. Love the partnership. We talked about that partnership when we unveiled everything new about the Tech Zone last week. Facebook Live on Thursday. We also talked about some other partnerships that we have and the Tech Zone report. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, when we get back, all you retro gamers out there, if you're going to be in California, you don't want to miss the event coming up in a few weeks. It's going to be awesome. Yes, it is. Stupendous. All these superlatives. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. We'll be right back with more Tech Zone right after these messages.